Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2023 LAXNAI in Utica, New York at the Nexus Center. I'm Steven Stamp, and it is semifinal time. We have USA White to our right, going right to left, and going left to right in the black with the green trim. We have the Frog Pond Maulers. Bit of a disparity in depth for this game. The U.S. with their full roster as Joyce Polina gets things started with a handoff there to Cole Kirst. Frog Pond appears to only have two extra players now on the bench at the moment. So we'll see. Starting goaltender Brenner Jacobs for Frog Pond. It's been solid all tournament. At the other end, Goa Abrams between the pipes for U.S. White. And there's a rip, and the first goal of the game scored by C.J. Kirst, who has been he came in good, and he's been getting better and better as he goes. U.S. has really been a very lively team. A lot of speed, a lot of size, and a lot of intensity. Face-off win there by Isaiah Davis-Allen. Possession again for U.S. White. Spalina gets a pick. Tried to feed it through to Cole Kirst, but it wasn't there. So he waited. They go to the other side instead. Nice chance. But being stopped now is Patrick McIntosh. Frog Pond gets up over center, and Travis Longboat will take it and try and break his way by John Rannigan. But Rannigan, who's found the fountain of youth, a veteran player, but moving very well. Looking pretty fresh. That one's going to bounce to the far side, and it'll be grabbed there by Mikey Lynch Jr. Some forecheck pressure. Nice effort by Wes Whitlow. Doesn't quite work out, though. And U.S. comes into the offensive zone. TJ Comizio handed off to Spalina, over to Kirst. Blaze Reardon comes trucking in. So to set a screen, they go to Cole Kirst. Reardon fights through a check, bounces one home. Sloughs off the check from Hodo Martin. And the veteran gets the U.S. a 2-0 lead. USA White. Nice solid pick from C.J. Kirst as well on that play.
USA goal, his first in the game, scored number 36.
Another face-off win for the U.S. TJ Comizio streaks in to take control of the ball. And they'll set up in the offensive zone once again. Ball on the far side. Shot attempted by Spalina, didn't get through. It's going to go wide. The 30 ran out, but Frog Pond has it. And now some forecheck pressure, making things difficult for the Maulers. It's going to be scooped up there by C.J. Kirst, who just never stops working. Stepping back, thought about the shot. Now it will return to Connor Kirst, and he blasts one home. So Connor Kirst ties up C.J. in the semifinals family scoring derby with his first goal of the game. And you can see, he thinks about the shot right there, steps back, and then gives it off. It's going to come back to him, and this time he likes his lane, and that is a laser to the far top corner. U.S. once again gets possession off the draw. They'll take their time moving to the offensive zone. Jimmy Chadwick with it. They find C.J. Kirst. Didn't like his look. Reardon gets it. Hodo Martin all over him. Terrific defensive play by the youngster. Just 17 years old, Hodo Martin. Played for the Six Nations Junior B Rebels. And may have got away with a bit of a hug at the end of that play. As the 30 was about to expire, it does so. And it will be possession for the Frog Pond Maulers, who are looking a little tuckered already. This is game number 5 for the weekend. Chance coming across the top. Sidearm rip from Longboat. That one stopped. We got it back. Longboat trying to fight his way in. Backdoor pass doesn't quite connect. The shot attempt by Patrick McIntosh. Behind the net, Spalina is thinking about a dunk, but also looking for somebody to cut. Finds Connor Kirst. Sorry, that's Cole Kirst. That hard rip goes straight into the belly pad of Brenner Jacobs. Little duck underneath by Travis Longboat. He's taken down. No call. Not suggesting there should have been, but I think they felt like there could have been. Little flip pass goes straight to Hodo Martin. All kinds of forecheck pressure. That was Cole Kirst putting the pressure on. Oh, no, sorry. That was Jimmy Chadwick working hard to get that ball back. I give credit where it's due. Chadwick gets possession and heads to the bench for a change. Kirst from Kirst. Over to Spalina. CJ Kirst backdoor. Nice save. Brenner Jacobs just gets the leg and the hand out there to take away that opportunity. Cole Kirst blasts one. Jacobs, another stop. Brenner Jacobs is facing a lot of rubber through the first half of this first half. We're playing 2 15-minute running time halves. Pass gets ahead. It's going to be set up here by Max Waldbaum. He leaves it. Quick pass across. Spalina surveying. Doesn't see anything there. Gets a little pick. Another pick. Now a lane opens up. He's going to feed it down low. They try to find Waldbaum. Couldn't quite accept that pass from McIntosh. They still got 3 to shoot. Another save by Jacobs. That's going to be a fresh 30 for US White. The shot clock wasn't reset quite in time. Frog Pond players still making their way out onto the bench. Looks like they've now got 6 spare players. So at least 2 full lines anyway. That shot by Connor Kirst kicks off the outside of Brenner Jacobs' arm. Picked up by Frog Pond, and they're going to come into the offensive zone. Hodo Martin. Longboat thought about splitting the D. Saw the big stick of Rannigan chopping down and wisely stepped back and got it across to Danton Miller, who has been one of the highlight players of this tournament. And now he's going to use the stick where he's been using it for scoring. That one he used for a bit of a whack. Pass out front to CJ Kirst. A couple of guys on their offsides as they had Tim Edwards caught out. The defender was up across the floor from where he would have loved to have been. U.S. player goes through the crease, and that will turn it back over to Frog Pond after he went and played the ball. Frog Pond trying to get something rolling. Longboat with the rip scores. First of the game for Frog Pond, and that is Travis Longboat. Nice little, very solid pick. There have been some big picks being let go, so that seems to be within the frame of the tournament. And that is a hard blast going sidearm a little mid to mid from Travis Longboat. Defensive lineup on the faceoff for Frog Pond.
Scoring by number 39, Travis Longboat. Time of that goal, 5:18.
Eventually, the U.S. comes away with it, with Isaiah Davis Allen handing it off. That pass didn't go to anybody, and it's probably going to get over center. Oh. Plays Reardon. Heads up play. Sees the defender stepping off and steps onto the floor just in time to get over center to accept that rolling ball. Reardon gets it back, steps back. There's a shot. Selena, backdoor pass. That's no goal. Brenner Jacobs. Wow, cue that one up. Greg Beecher's already writing a note to himself to get that one down. Look at this. In the left-hand screen, the picture-in-picture. Over to Spalina. It's going to come back across. And what a highlight reel goal. I'm saying save of the tournament from Brenner Jacobs right there. Nice grab by Camizio. Get that loose ball rebounding. Connor Kirst hands it off. Here's Spalina. There's no way you stop that one. Sorry, Brenner. That is beyond even the great play you've been doing today. As Spalina wide open, naked on the crease. And this is some great passing. Rannigan in transition. Quickly moves it over, and Spalina has a ton of time. Finds his hole and tucks that one home. 4-1. U.S. White goes up with 3 minutes and change remaining in this first half. Face-off violation. Danton Miller was like, come on, man. And he did get the call that time as Tim Edwards went a little bit late. Miller tries to drift one into the near side. Had go Abrams moving a little bit to his right. But then Abrams gets back and makes the stop. And Danton Miller still having a chat with the officials to share his views on the way things could be called. Spalina finds the trailer coming in. CJ Kirst, who immediately moves it. McIntosh with a hard shot. Gets away from Jacobs. That's going to be trouble. Kirst, what a great shot, but it just bounces off the post. It's off a defender's stick and up out of play. That's going to be possession to the U.S., but we have a penalty coming first. And it will be, I think it's Stove Harris. Yeah, Stove Harris going off. Reardon will start at the top, quarterbacking for the U.S. as they go strong left. Spalina takes it from Cole Kirst. Here's Cole Kirst. He rips one, saved by Jacobs. They go backdoor to Spalina. It's knocked down. CJ Kirst fighting for it. Great job to dive ahead and tap it back, but that only delays the inevitable as they get it down to Joey Spalina, who rips that one home. Low to low. Look at that effort by CJ Kirst. And the skip pass from Reardon. And Spalina finds the far post, actually used Brenner Jacobs' momentum against him. Jacobs came hard and quick across the crease to the near post. Spalina went back the other way. Five to 1 for USA White. With less than a minute to play in the first half, Danton Miller can't connect on that pass. Here comes a break for Jimmy Chadwick. Goes between the legs with the one hand underhand and not able to get that one in. Not a bad little shot. Hodo Martin tried to employ a hidden ball trick, but left it bouncing on the turf. Didn't work so well. There's a sidearm rip from Wes Whitlow. He's going to chase the rebound. Nice job, though, to fight it off by Dalton Sulver. Fight off the check and get that ball. Jacobs was heading to the bench because he thought they had possession. We're going to wait for a last shot. He sprinted up for the extra attacker, and then they turned the ball over. Shot clock buzzes. Frog Pond's not happy. Oakley Thomas gives a little shove to Patrick McIntosh. He's saying the shot came after the buzzer. It was pretty close. Bang, bang play. Thomas doesn't like it, and I get it why, but you're probably not going to get that call. We're going to take 2 minutes, look at some Blue Squatch Productions highlights of the LAXNAI 2023, and be back in Utica. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us on Blue Squatch YouTube or Lacrosse TV. We'll see you in 2 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2023 LAXNAI in Utica at the Nexus Center. I'm Steven Stamp. This is semifinal number 1. Pretty solid lead for USA White. 5-1 over the Frog Pond Maulers. And given their edge in personnel, Frog Pond has 11 runners, and goalie Brenner Jacobs, who is emerging from the tunnel of the dressing room to head down to his end of the floor. While the U.S. has a full bench, tons of amazing athletes, and I would think a lot more energy for the second half. Remember, you can watch all the games from the entire tournament that are on Rink 1 live on Lacrosse TV, and you can see all those games plus the games from Rink 2 loaded up afterwards on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube. And some of the games from Rink 3, if I am recalling correctly, informed correctly, knowledgeable. Spalina got it to Kirst. Justin Martin, who signed with the Toronto Rock recently, thought about making a long outlet pass and say he's going to hand it off and head to the bench. There's Longboat. He'll get a pick from Whitlow. Shoots. It's stopped by Goa Abrams, who has stayed in. The U.S. has been changing goalies at the half for the most part. We're both their white and blue teams. Now we're in the semis. They're going with the hot hand, the player they think is playing best. And that's Goa Abrams between the pipes for USA White. Cole Kerr spinning away from checking. Justin Martin is out there. He's going with Spalina and Kerr. He's with everybody, but they're going to eventually get it down for a spinning attempt and a rip by Blaze Reardon. It's just at the end of the buzzer. Long outlet pass. Nice job to corral that one by Justin Martin as it was hopping down by his shins. Martin up top to Hodo Martin. Longboat. Flip on the pick and roll to Wes Whitlow. That shot's right in the middle of the chest pad for Goa. Quickly down the floor, the U.S. Chadwick will hand it off, and Waldbaum leads it there for Spalina. Finds Cole Kirst. There's a lane for CJ Kirst. It evaporates, goes to his brother. That one's off the head of a defender. Won't be over and back, but they are running low on the 30. Oh, and Brenner Jacobs was not prepared. You can see how surprised he was that that shot, underhand from Joey Spalina, got through. That's a hat trick for Spalina and a bit of a heartbreaker for Brenner Jacobs. Oh, that's a tough one to take. Back to the face-off dot. Danton Miller. This time he is up against Isaiah David Allen, who's been taking a handful of face-offs for the U.S. White. Tim Edwards, the main draw guy for the U.S., as well as one of their leading defensive lights in transition forces. Tracked down by Waldbaum. And they're going to slow things down a little with the reset. Take the time getting the chance rolling. Now Spalina fires one, looking for 4. That one's stopped by Brenner Jacobs, and Wes Whitlow back for defense is going to take it and work his way up the floor. That pass doesn't connect, and it'll be USA White possession. They're thoroughly dominating at this point in the game. Spalina across to McIntosh, who shovels it, trying to hit CJ Kirst right on top of the crease. Didn't get to him. Now they get him the ball. They're going to call Oakley Thomas on a loose ball push on the back of CJ Kirst after Kirst had released that shot that was stopped by Brenner Jacobs. Reardon trying to find someone. Gets the shot off. Jacobs makes the stop. Some good pressure from Lenny Thompson there. Now an outlet pass to Hodo Martin, who will grab it, step around. The defender Dylan Robinson finds Longboat off the bench. Pretty good shot, but Go Abrams just steps over and knocks that one aside. TJ Cominsky with the long run. Eventually hands it off now. He spins away. Thought he was going to shoot. Now he'll pass it off to CJ Kirst. And CJ Kirst just blasts that one home. Probably a good decision from Cominsky as it turns out, because that is a lovely finish. So there it is, the finish of the TJ to CJ connection. And it is 7-1 for the U.S.
USA goal, his second of the game, scored by number 11, CJ Kirst, with an assist 37. Next,
U.S. another face-off win.
10-20.
The feed in the middle doesn't connect. It heads over to the corner, but Spalina tracks it down. They've still got 11 to shoot. Goes behind the back to Blaze Reardon. That's a lovely goal. What a pass from Spalina behind the back to thread it through to Reardon. And Blaze Reardon, the veteran, no stranger to the middle of the floor, just fights off the check from Hodo Martin. See, Martin was traveling around behind the net with McIntosh, comes to pick up Reardon as he sees that he's the danger. And he definitely was. Reardon finishes that one off.
USA goal, his second of the game, scored by number 36, Blaze Reardon.
Connor Kirst up for a shift on offense, number 13 on the far side playing. 8 minutes to go here in the second half of this game. Semifinal number 1. Travis Longboat gets one back. Another one because he has both the goals for the Maulers. Just a nice piece of precision shooting by Travis Longboat. Weaving it through there. Danton Miller goes back out to face off against Tim Edwards. Another false start on Edwards, and Danton Miller smiles because he feels like he's gotten through his message to the officials, where he's been saying that Edwards has been jumping on the draws. He's got a couple awarded to him now. Miller fights through and draws a penalty. What a tournament he's having. He's got 8 goals, I believe, to this point. One of the tops in the tournament. That blast goes wide, though. It's going to be an over and back, and it will become power play for the Frog Pond Maulers once it's picked up there. Mark Lassini got it, and the PK unit will come out for USA White, which is going to consist of John Rannigan, Isaiah Davis Allen, Dylan Robinson, and Tim Edwards. You figured he'd be out there. Strong left offense on the power play with Oakley Thomas at the top, Danton Miller over the shooter spot. And they've got Joe
USA
Squire
Fishing,
down
number
low.
14,
This is Travis
Albert
Longboat. He'll give
Fulmer.
it to Wes Whitlow, and
Logan
away they
Alvarez
go.
Flashing, coming at penalty 6-27.
Thomas thought about it. Longboat, who has two. That one's off the shin of John Rannigan, who hopped momentarily and then sprinted to the bench. What a great piece of grip by the veteran. But Blaze Reardon with another goal. He is battling Joey Spallina for the game high in this one. Here's Davis Allen on the run. Great pass to get to Reardon, who had to fight off a check and get pretty fancy for the last one. This one, he just makes a beautiful little catch and release, takes advantage of his momentum.
The USA goal, his third of the game, scored by number 36, Blaze Reardon. With an assist by number 15, Isaiah Davis Allen.
Possession off the draw for the U.S. White.
It's 6:04.
Oakley Thomas was hanging down in the offensive zone for Frog Pond. And entire bench gets yelling to him, to their teammates, and they send out the defender. And then just dancing through the middle is Patrick McIntosh. And I think the difference in numbers is starting to catch up with Frog Pond. The U.S. really starting to run and assert themselves in this game as they go up 10-2. And McIntosh, there's just nobody within an area code of him. No chance for Brenner Jacobs on that one.
USA goals, his first of the game, scored by number
4.5 to go in this first semifinal.
with an assist of 14, top of that goal, 4.
The next semi will feature the Snake Island Muskies and the Seneca Marksmen. David Bowie will have that one for you at 6:40 p.m. Stay with us at 7:40 for the Haudenosaunee Nationals and Salmon Bellies women's game. Reardon took it from McIntosh, pulls his way through. It's grabbed there by Justin Martin. Reardon taking a pretty good angle here to take away the opportunity for Martin, because Justin Martin is speedy. And Blaze Reardon went straight back, found his spot. There's a save from David Mather, who is between the pipes now for the U.S. These final handful of minutes. Justin Martin, almost picked that one off. But it winds up with Camizio. Waldbaum bounces one far side. He's got a goal to make it 11-2. Waldbaum just finds his spot over there. Miller and Edwards back to the dot. Yeah, what appears to be an amicable face-off guy chat.
USA goal, his first of the game, scored by number 37, Max Wallball. Top of that goal, 3:37.
U.S. once again with possession. We're into the final 2.5 minutes. Danton Miller slipping up the floor. Still time on the shot clock, and Spallina will fire one into that far corner, the low bottom corner. Same spot that Waldbaum just put his. Very different approaches. Waldbaum was sitting right on top of the crease and was able to just reach out and tuck one in. Spallina from a bit deeper has to put some oomph on it. Gets the pick from Waldbaum to help him out there to open things up. And then, again, Frog Pond tending to lose track of some of these USA White offensive players. And that left Spallina way too open for the comfort of any goalie. Spallina takes advantage of it. 2 minutes to play. Just under. Whitlow tries to bounce one home. That one's stopped by David Mather.
USA goal, his third of the game, scored by number 4, Joey Spallina. Top of that goal, 2:20.
So hat tricks for Spallina, Waldbaum, and Blaze Reardon. USA White very sharp in this game. Final minute and a half. Spallina feeds CJ Kurst, who battles his way in, just bowls to the middle, and is stopped by Brenner Jacobs. Ball still on the floor. Everyone reach onto the carpet. CJ Kurst with it. What a finish by the grinder, the skilled grinder, CJ Kurst. Look at that effort. CJ Kurst is a beast in the offensive zone.
USA goal, his third of the game, scored by number 11, CJ Kurst. Time of that goal, 102.
So CJ Kurst joins the hat trick brigade for US White. Spallina, Waldbaum, Kurst, and Reardon, all with a trio of goals each. Justin Martin gets flattened by Jared Newman. 18 seconds left. Jimmy Chadwick wants a goal. He's going to be stopped by Brenner Jacobs, who is in no hurry. I think he's just going to stand there and not pick up the ball, and I don't think the refs are going to make them. Oh, there's a penalty coming. It's a slashing call, but the game is over. The seconds have ticked away. The final score will be USA White 13, Frog Pond Maulers 2. That will do it for this one here at LAXNAI 2023. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel and Lacrosse